What's up YouTube, Playmaster here, and today I'm bringing you a Chaos Plants 2014 combo video. If you do like this video, please remember to subscribe to my channel. I'm making loads more content for the new format, and it's all going to be based around competitive play and decks that are just a lot of fun, this format. All of which are combos that are achievable first turn or later game, but they've all started with 5 cards in hand. Here comes some super sped up combos. So this is just one of the things you can do with Soul Charge and Lone Fire in hand to start off with. If you go for the Dandelion with the second Lone Fire and bring them back, then you can tribute the Dandelion to get whichever tuner you want at the time. And I always like to make Hyper Librarian first, because then I can draw 2 from Formula and Hyper Librarian. To be honest, the whole deck is combo pieces, so you can always do a complete variety of things depending on what else you have in your hand, what else is on the field. This time I happen to have 1-for-1 and a dark in hand, so I'm going to show you what happened for this turn for me. So I was out of plants, so I went for the Effect Veiler, which is another level 1 tuner for the deck, making a Catasta, and there we have Quasar. I don't actually have Quasar in this extract yet, but that's because it's not out in Europe just yet. Quasar Decree is probably quite a good first turn. Okay, so the 2 main combo pieces this time are Tour Guide and Gold Sarcophagus. I'm going to make a Leviair, and then I'm going to banish the Lone Fire Blossom. Just be careful that Scarm doesn't activate if it's not in the graveyard in the end phase, so if you want to banish a card for a Wyvern Buster, because I have a Wyvern Buster in hand this turn, then make sure you detach the Tour Guide instead. And remember that when you synchro with the White Dragon and the Collapsed Serpent, or when you tribute them for Econ, you get the next one back. So yeah, this is what I have from this turn. And also remember that the Collapsed Serpent and Wyvern Buster, you can only summon them once per turn. Okay, so quite often you'll have 4 tokens on the field and a Lone Fire in hand. So this is just one of the things you can do with that. I always like to go into the second Lone Fire, because if you banish 1 for Spore, then you've got 1 in there for Soul Charge and 1 banished for Leviair plays. The one in the graveyard can also be used for Debris Dragon. With Spore you have to make the Formula Synchron first, unfortunately. But then from there you can it depends what you have left in your hand. If you haven't really got anything, you could make an Armory Arm, get the draw, and then equip it and attack over something, dealing 3,400 damage. Okay, so in this hand I use 1-for-1, discarding the Veiler because I want to use Redox and Dandelion's Monster Reborn combination. So I get a second Formula Synchron out, making Stardust Dragon with a token and TG Hyper Librarian and one of my 2 Formula Synchrons. From here I bring back the TG Hyper Librarian so that I get a draw when I go into Shooting Star. I can then gloat a bulb and either use Econ to steal one of their monsters, or I can synchro it into anything else. This next combo is 1-for-1 and Dandelion. You go for the Spore, you synchro for Formula, you get a draw. I had the Tour Guide, so I continued to make a Leviair with it and synchro for a 5-star. So yeah, I'm going to detach the Scarm, because then I can use his effect in the end phase, because I'm not going to use Wyvern Buster this turn, because there'll be Dandelion tokens on the field. So yeah, then I kind of end on this field, which is quite nice. You know, it's not something you'd bother doing turn 1, but it's definitely something you do to push for damage. You know, it's a good 6,400 damage. This next combo is Raiden and one of the baby dragons, if you can summon it. With this particular combo you still end up with 5 cards in total, but it's just one of the small things you can do with Raiden's effect and with the baby dragons to recur them. Okay, so finally we actually had a game, and this is the combo that I opened with this time. It's really good. This is probably one of the deck's best combos, but as I say, the whole deck is combo pieces. It's hard to show you every combo, but I've also got 1-for-1, Scarm to discard, and a Wyvern Buster in hand. So at this point it really depends what I draw into. So we've got level 1 Spore, and we're going to make the Hyper Librarian first. We're then going to discard and get out the Glow Bulb to go straight into the Formula Synchron. mill one for glow up bulb, and now I'm considering what I want to do with the wyvern buster. Yeah, in the end I just decided a tour guide search probably isn't that important. I'm going to make quite a huge field this turn. Go into Stardust, get another draw from that, and adding the Collapse Serpent. So then we make the Shooting Star for another draw. And this, we got Decree, that's really good. And we're using the second Dragon's effect as well as Spore's effect to make another level 8. Gonna go for the Scrap Dragon. Get another draw and another search for the Light Dragon. There it is, there's the Wyvern Buster. So yeah, I managed to end that turn with Maxi and Veiler in hand. In hand with 2 Decrees face down and a Shooting Star. Okay, so he goes Mythic Tree Dragon, activates the effect to make it level 8, which I use Effect Veiler on. He sets 2 and passes, so I end phase Decree. I mean, I draw into a Scapegoat, it's not really that important right now. I tribute the Baby Dragon for a Caius to add the Collapse Serpent to banish his Water Dragon. And then I bring out the other dragon and attack with everything for game, basically. I could have Scrap Dragoned one of his back rows, but with 2 Decree out, even if he had MST Mirror Force, he wouldn't have got. He couldn't have won. So yeah, here's the deck list. This won a tournament where you could play new format or old format this weekend. It's a really exciting deck to play, and with so much of the deck just being combo piece, there's so many options you have each turn. So once you kind of play through so this is one of those decks that it really helps to do test hands in, really helps to learn how this deck works, how clogged your field gets. For example, if you have Tour Guide, Sarcophagus and Soul Charge, then your field will just get too clogged with the Leviair if you try and make a Leviair and then banish the Lone Fire and Soul Charge 2 Lone Fire back. It'll just be too, your field will just be too full, and there's no real way to get rid of that. Also, just wanted to quickly mention, if you win or come second at your local event, anytime before Sunday the 5th, and you want me to feature your deck profile in a compilation video of all the winning and second place decks from the new format at locals, send me a list and I will put it in the video. I can include your name if you like, or I can not include your name if you don't want people to know that you're playing that deck. For now, I don't think YCSs are going to be a 3-deck meta, so I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys soon for my next Yu-Gi-Oh! Rulings for You video. Playmatter, signing out.